Well, Stephen, Natasha, this was Sean Diddy Combs' third time in the courthouse. You see right behind me, his first time before a new judge. They did handle these calendar matters and also set that May 5th, 2025.
Okay, let's get real for a second. Is Diddy actually about to walk free? Because y'all, the courtroom drama that unfolded recently is giving Netflix-worthy chaos. From questionable security firms to wild claims of misconduct, buckle up. This one's a ride. Let's dive in. So here's the tea. Diddy, yes, the Diddy, has been making waves not just on the music charts, but now in courtrooms too. We're talking about bail hearings, courtroom gasps, and twists that could rival any legal thriller. But the question everyone's asking is, how did it get to this point, and is he really about to go free? Let's start from the beginning. First off, Diddy's bail hearing was a spectacle in itself. Picture this. Diddy walks in wearing his jail tan uniform, looking unbothered and even sharing a hug with his lawyer, Mark Egnall, before casually chatting with Tony Rico, his other attorney. Meanwhile, four prosecutors sit in the front row, ready to unleash their arguments. You'd think this was a high-profile movie premiere, not a legal battle. Now let's talk about the charges. Diddy's defense team is pushing for his release, claiming he's got everything lined up. A swanky 3-bedroom apartment in New York City, 24/7 security, we'll get to the shady details on that, and strict conditions to ensure he doesn't bolt. But, is anyone else side-eyeing this? Because the prosecution sure is. Here's where it gets messy. Diddy's team argued that some legal pads were tampered with during a sweep, claiming it violated his rights. They even filed an emergency motion about it. But get this, the court proved it was all a lie. The so-called legal pads didn't even have the word legal on them until after the fact. Yep, straight up exposed in court. Talk about embarrassing. Then there's the matter of Diddy's alleged misconduct while in custody. The prosecution brought receipts, accusing him of orchestrating schemes to influence witnesses and even trying to sway the jury. And let's not forget the claims of him violating gag orders. The judge, not impressed. But wait, it gets juicier. The defense proposed hiring a private security firm to monitor Diddy if he's released on bail. Sounds reasonable, right? Wrong. Turns out this firm might have ties to some, less than reputable people. In fact, the prosecution argued that these security guards were practically on Diddy's payroll, calling them co-conspirators. Yikes. The judge pushed back, questioning whether such an arrangement could even work. I mean, how do you trust a guy to follow bail conditions when his own security team might be helping him pull strings? Suspicious doesn't even begin to cover it. Now let's talk about why the prosecution is fighting tooth and nail to keep Diddy behind bars. They dropped bombshells about his violent tendencies, punching and kicking employees, bribing hotel staff to cover up incidents, and even throwing objects during altercations. And don't even get me started on the alleged cover-ups involving witnesses. But wait, it gets worse. The prosecution revealed that Diddy allegedly told someone, "I only need one juror on my side," basically admitting to tampering with the jury pool. If true, that's next-level shady behavior. The courtroom buzzed with tension as these claims came out, leaving everyone wondering, how is this man even considered for bail? As the hearing dragged on, the judge seemed torn. On one hand, there were concerns about Diddy being a flight risk and a danger to others. On the other hand, his defense team insisted that the proposed conditions, no phone, no internet, constant surveillance, were stricter than actual prison. Sure, if you ignore the part where he could potentially bribe his way out of trouble again. The defense even suggested an apartment in Manhattan's Upper East Side, complete with 3 guards, 2 inside, 1 downstairs. But the judge wasn't fully convinced, pointing out that Diddy's track record of bending rules made it hard to trust him. And honestly, same. Oh, and here's where things took a turn. Diddy's legal team played the race card, claiming the prosecution was targeting him unfairly because of his celebrity status and background. They argued that his actions were being blown out of proportion compared to similar cases involving other high-profile figures. But the prosecution clapped back, saying this wasn't about race, it was about his repeated violations and the risks he posed. The judge didn't outright dismiss the race argument, but made it clear that trust, or lack thereof, was the real issue here. So what's the verdict? As of now, the judge seems leaning toward granting bail, but under some seriously strict conditions. Think no unsupervised contact, monitored communications, and 24/7 surveillance. But here's the kicker. The final decision hinges on whether the court can truly trust him to follow the rules. Spoiler alert, the prosecution isn't buying it, and honestly, neither are we. And there you have it. The hearing ended with the judge requesting additional documentation before making the final call. So, will Diddy be living it up in a cushy NYC apartment, or will he stay behind bars. Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, this case is far from over. The next few weeks are going to be crucial, and you best believe I'll be here to spill all the tea as it unfolds. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Is Diddy about to outsmart the system, or is this just the beginning of his downfall? Let's discuss. Alright, that's all I've got for now, besties. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for the latest updates on this wild ride. Trust me, you don't want to miss what happens next. Until then, stay curious, stay messy, and I'll catch you in the next one.